In this video, I explore how certain real-life events or situations affected the storyline and the plot of The Sopranos and the development of the show as a whole. Stevie Van Zandt's acting career began unexpectedly when David Chase saw him induct the Rascals into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We also had the Byrds, but McGuinn really did that first record by himself, and then they became a band later. In the real world, in the center of the universe, New Jersey, the Rascals were the first band.
He was very impressed with Stevie.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
And though Stevie had never acted before, he auditioned for the role of Tony Soprano, but then ended up playing Silvio Dante, which was a character that Stevie had actually created.
All due respect. You were ready to hand him your cousin a week ago. So it's not about standing with the guys or upholding some rules.
Stevie Van Zandt is in Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band, and he also has his own solo band called Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul.
Yeah, you better get the tickets. I got them already, don't worry.
While series creator David Chase personally selected the music for the show, he did often consult with Stevie Van Zandt.
You like this song?
It's okay.
I love this song.
I wish the Lord would take me now.
Well, in the meantime, bought you the Horse Whisperer and Omerta.
Livia's death marked a shift in the show's direct focus on Tony and Livia's relationship.
Oh, your mother died.
You're kidding. I mean, Jesus Christ.
There's a question of whether or not Livia Soprano, played by Nancy Marchand, was going to testify against Tony. However, when Nancy Marchand passed away, the writers had to adjust the storyline.
Remember the airline tickets?
The tickets were stolen.
Did you say that? Or did the feds say that? This is important. They're trying to build a RICO case against me.
But the memory of Livia lived on with other characters.
Sacre bleu, where is me mama?
I could stick this fork in your eye!
And because of Nancy Marchand's death, we got Aida Torturo back for season 3 and the remainder of the show.
I know I'm not perfect. I know I annoy people.
No matter how much help I gave, you'd still be here fucking complaining.
Think about all the ways she impacted the development of the story for various characters after coming back in season 3.
So you're gonna get up tomorrow morning, and you're gonna get dressed, and you're gonna get in that car.
Janice, you know how much we love you. And you know how much we love having you around.
I really went downhill after the World Trade Center. You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.
In fact, you can see the difference right in the intros.
Your mama always said you'd be the chosen one. Your mama always said you'd be the chosen one.
Before 9/11, we see the Twin Towers. After 9/11, they're gone.
Who did what?
All these problems, the Middle East, the end of the world.
The terror attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon on September 11, 2001, occurred during the airing of The Sopranos, which aired on HBO from 1999 to 2007.
This is Port Newark.
Tighten security at the ports. Al-Qaeda.
The attacks influenced the cultural tone of America and, by extension, the themes of the show in later seasons.
We had intel a Salafist cell was at Newark Airport boarding somebody into a 767 in London.
The post-9/11 atmosphere as a whole influenced the darker, more paranoid tone.
I knew it was bad, but you realize there's like 7 million containers? The news team put some radioactive shit in one of them. Those 2 Arabs I turned you on to when I happen to remember my nephew mentioned the bank.
Well, let me tell you something. Or you can watch the fucking news. Everything comes to an end.
And beyond 9/11 and the initial response, we have the U.S. entering into the war in Iraq in 2003, which AJ actually calls out explicitly here in the series finale.
The world, don't you see it? Bush let Al-Qaeda escape.
Oh!
In the mountains. Then he has us invade some other country.
And in other moments where someone mentions the Iraq War, there's something cynical next to it. Like in this case, with Polly keeping the hat from St. Alzire, even though it's neighborhood tradition and pride.
This is my nephew George, just back from Iraq. 2 tours he done.
I'm proud of you, my friend.
Hey, they forgot his hat.
And overall, there's this whole backdrop of a dark environment. They're almost making a mockery of the American dream, which I think is the point. That's what it looks like to be made in America.
This is New York's famous Little Italy. It once covered over 40 square blocks, but has now been reduced to 1 row of shops and cafes.
Not such a big deal. It's always a faster gun. I'm 46 years old. I mean, who am I? Where am I going?
Join the club.
The heavy focus in season 6 on death and redemption was in the shadow of John Patterson's death. Tragically, John Patterson, who had directed 13 episodes of The Sopranos, died of prostate cancer in 2005. Tony's 46 years old. Who is he? Where is he going? John Patterson died at age 64.
One day we will all die, and then we'll be the same as that tree. No me, no you.
I might have prostate cancer. I'm afraid maybe the thing metastasized.
An Italian allergic to pomodori. Dio mio.
Well, it wasn't always like this. It started when they gave me radiation for my prostate.
I assume it was the fact that John Patterson had prostate cancer that led them to choose prostate cancer specifically for Dr. Russ Fagoli and Polly here. The case was very close to John, so John's passing felt like a very heavy spiritual moment.
Hello there. They're waiting for you.
James Gandolfini faced several personal issues during the filming of the series. There were occasional disruptions. I saved this one for last because I think it's unique in that it goes both ways. We can say James Gandolfini's personal struggles led to these struggles on set, including getting him on set. But I think it's fair to say that being Tony Soprano, this fictional character, impacted Gandolfini in real life too, to the extent that it became difficult to not be Tony Soprano and all that that entailed, or as Tony would say, all that that entrailed. Despite these challenges, Gandolfini was deeply respected by his castmates and the production team, and it didn't overshadow the exceptional work he did on the show. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. What are some other examples that come to mind when thinking of real-life events or situations that impacted the development of The Sopranos? I'd love to hear from you.